Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Tushar from Canada PR Info. In this video, I am going to discuss about the reality of Yukon Community Program. So first, I will describe the advantages, means the good points about Yukon Community Program. And then I will try to explain the reality about the job market in Yukon, the temperature issues, what to expect from the Yukon employer, and impact of population on job market. Okay, so let's start. So let's talk about the advantages first. So there is no age restriction. So if your age is 35 plus, then also you will not lose any points. There is no proof of funds requirement, as well as you do not need good command over English language. Means if you have low IELTS score, then also it may be accepted. And the most important thing is that you won't need LMIA, which speed up your application process. And the application processing time is around 12 to 14 weeks only. And you will get the minimum wage 13.71 Canadian dollars, which is fourth highest in Canada. Okay, moreover, you do not need the large amount of work experience. You require only 6 months work experience if your NOC code is either C or D, and you should provide the proof of 1 year work experience if your NOC code is 0A or B. And the cost of living can be higher, however the higher wage can be offered. So for example, the average hourly rate in Whitehorse, which is the capital of Yukon Territory, is 25.50 Canadian dollars, as compared to the national average of Canada, which is around $16 per hour. So you may be able to save more money in the Yukon. So guys, to be honest, it may be a good option for those candidates who are not eligible for express entry or PNP programs due to their low CRS score or PNP points. But every coin has two sides. So this is the positive side. Now let's try to understand the negative side of Yukon Community Program. So let's talk about the job market in Yukon. So there are many opportunities in the hospitality and tourism industry. So the full-time jobs like server or cook, as well as the positions like tour guides, are around 37%. So if your NOC code is from this industry, then there is a good chance that you may get a job offer. And the trades and the labor jobs are around 16% of total jobs. And the rest of the positions are spread out over administration, healthcare, child and education services, and retail positions. Okay, and there are only 39 employers in the IT industry. It is very less as compared to other provinces. So it is not a good option for IT people as well as for the engineers. So I advise that you should apply in other PNP programs too. Okay, now let's talk about what to expect from the Yukon employer. So the employers need the dedicated people who want to live and work in Yukon. They don't want that you leave the Yukon territory once you will be granted Canada PR. So the many employers are caring, kind and supportive. Even they also provide you accommodation or help you to find the accommodation. Okay, and in order to get the job offer, Ideally, you should meet employer personally if you are in Canada. It is very easy to convince them when you meet in person. But if you are outside Canada, the employer may take your telephonic interview. But the chances are less, maybe around 30-35%. So it is not easy to get the job offer, especially when you are outside Canada. Okay, now another reality is that under Yukon Community Program, it allows maximum 50 applications per year for the nomination from Yukon businesses. The number is very low currently. If this number would be increased in future, then the more people would be selected in Yukon Community Program. Okay, and the another reality is about temperature. The Yukon is one of the coldest territory in Canada, and the average temperature is around minus 10 degree Celsius to minus 30 degrees Celsius. So the winters are almost 8 to 8.5 months long and severe, and the summers are around 3 to 3.5 months only. So you may face the cold weather during whole year, and it may be difficult to migrate if you are from Asian countries like India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, etc. Okay, so now let's talk about the population in Yukon. The Yukon population is around 41,000 people as per the statistics of 2019. And the Whitehorse, which is the capital of Yukon Territory, has around 25 to 26,000 people. So due to less population, you may not find the people from your community as compared to the other provinces such as Ontario, British Columbia, Saskatchewan, etc. So if you prefer isolated place, then Yukon is for you. Okay, so now let's talk about the impact of population on job market. So the Yukon is not a developed as compared to the other provinces of Canada. It is not a province, it is a territory. Therefore, very less population means very less employers or businesses, which lead to less job opportunities as compared to the other provinces of Canada. Okay, now let's talk about who will get the priority. So the priority will be given to the candidates who are already in Canada on valid study permit or work permit, because they have valid status in Canada. However, it does not mean that the foreign worker will not be hired or offered, but it is tough. Okay, now another reality is that the spouse does not get open work permit if your NOC code is either C or D. The location restricted work permit may be issued to a spouse if the principal applicant is employed in at least one NOC code 0A or B. Okay, so now here is some tips for you. So for the people who are outside in Canada, I strongly recommend that please read all the guidelines from the official website of Government of Canada and Yukon Territory. And to do that, I have shared all the link in the video description box below. So you do not rely on any kind of videos or mediators, not even on this video. So friends, find the correct and accurate information so you do not fall in the trap of anyone. Okay, so now please do not forget to subscribe my YouTube channel Canada PR Info to receive the latest updates and videos about Canada immigration and Canadian lifestyle. So please click on the like button if you like the video. And for more information about Yukon Community Program, watch the following videos. For more information about Rural and Northern Immigration Pilot Program, you can watch the following videos.